Hey folks, high and low here. I'm doing a quick review of the CRKT Squid, the Columbia River knife and tool squid. This is a Lucas Burnley design knife, and I guess the genesis for it was, or the idea behind it, or the rationale was it was supposed to be the snub-nosed revolver, is what some of the interviews with Burnley was saying. Snub-nosed revolver of the pocket knife community. So we'll get to that in a second. It's a interesting design. I'll give you some of the specs on the back here. If people are interested. See if I can focus in on that. Come on now. There we go. That'll give you some specs for folks that really want to know some of the things about it. But it's a nice stonewashed finish on it. And, you know, again, I'll bring this back out. But it is made in China. So if somebody has a problem with that, then be forewarned. But I really like this. I've been carrying this now for a couple of months, and have been neglecting my other EDC knife rotation knives because it's just a really functional little knife. Came nice and sharp. It's a little frame lock, which I really do like. It's got this nice black stonewash finish. Easy deployment. You know, a little. Some folks think it's got kind of a weird little stubby design, but I really have been enjoying it. It's kind of a stout little blade, cuts very well, you know, very strong design, and real minimalist. I mean, it's got sort of this open pillar, except this back end of it here where the lanyard is, it's got a little insert here, which is metal as well. And it's, you know, I've been really happy with it. You know, the steel is sort of your typical 8 CR13 MOV steel. It's coming out of China. It doesn't say China anywhere on the blade. It just has sort of the squid and the Columbia River Knife and Tool logo on there. But very useful, easy to carry. You hardly even know it's there. It clips nicely onto your pocket. Very deep carry. You know, only about that much is sticking up out of there. You know, throw a lanyard on there so you can pull it out real nicely and easily. It's tip-up carry, which a lot of folks really seem to like. So it's got that tip-up carry, and it's just sort of a discreet little knife to be carrying around with you. No one's really going to freak out, you know, if you pull this thing out at a cocktail party to cut off some, you know, random things that need cutting. You know, anything that you need around the office or something, you can get this. It's not going to scare anybody off, which is kind of nice. And again, I really like these little tiny frame locks. The finish is pretty nice and even overall. It's pretty easy to clean with the open pillar design because you're going to get a lot of pocket lint in there from carrying it. And been doing everything from, you know, opening boxes, cutting zip ties, all sorts of stuff. 2 months now. It's probably needs a little bit of a honing, a little touch-up sharpening, but other than that, it's been lasting really well. I'll give you a size comparison for, again, with the Swiss Army knife. Quite a bit. Quite comparable in terms of length and everything else, but nice and thin, a little bit wider. Really, I think it's actually, unfortunately, I heard it's being discontinued. I got these on closeout at a department store and was really happy with it. I think I got it for about $7, which is just fantastic. So good lockup, you know, almost about 80% lockup on there, and you know, as I said, I've been using it for a while. It's still got its edge. I'm using it for about 2 months for stuff, just easy stuff around the office or in the garage when I need to open things up. But great little knife. I'm really happy with it. I can't recommend this one enough. I probably have to go back to EDCing some other knives just so I can get a little bit more comfortable with them. But I've been using this for a while. It's got some sort of big jimping on the back here, which is kind of slick. Doesn't really do all that much for you, but it's just the ergonomics are kind of nice. You do kind of lose your pinky there at the back end of it. You know, you need a little bit more, and I don't have super big hands, but you know, you get a lanyard on there, you get some grip on it. But it's comfortable to use. It's a lot of knife in a small package, and I've been really happy with it. So check this one out if it's still around. The Columbia River Knife and Tool Squid. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you have any comments.